First of all, I would like to welcome you all to semester 4. You have got very good subjects in this semester. One among them is artificial intelligence. The current era will be called as the era of artificial intelligence because you can see everywhere you find the products and systems which are developed under the domain of artificial intelligence, and the industry is known as industry 4.0. Industry 4.0 as well denote the artificial intelligence world. The This course named artificial intelligence would follow textbook by Saroj Kaushik. Let me show you the textbook. All right, this is the textbook. Students, anything you would like to ask, you can post either in the chat window or you can unmute and ask. This is the suggested textbook, Artificial Intelligence by Saroj Kaushik. This soft copy I would share with you. It is marked with the syllabus. Unit 1 is the introduction to artificial intelligence. You have got these topics which we will be covering today: history, intelligent systems, foundations, sub-areas, and applications. Subsequently, you have got chapter 2 in unit 1, also chapter 3 in unit 1, and from chapter 4, unit 2 begins. Um, Syllabus and this textbook and other material will be posted for your reference. To begin with, the topic of artificial intelligence with its introduction, I would like to know from you, what do you know about AI? What have you heard about AI? Any one of you can unmute and speak.
Hello, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Harsh.
Uh,
Please go ahead.
AI, it is a ability possessed by machines to think and take decisions like we humans do.
Very good. Very good definition. Can you give an example?
Chess game, ma'am.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Right. Next student, anyone else?
Good morning, ma'am. This is
Good
Shravan.
morning. Good morning, Shravan.
Uh, Amazon app, ma'am. Amazon or any e-mart app, it will ask you to buy some similar products related to what your search.
Absolutely. That is also a kind of AI.
Yeah.
Yes, uh, that is a right example. Anyone else? Yes. Two of the students have given very correct definition and example of AI. Let us now delve deeper into first point about AI is we would like machine to think, act like a human. Yes, yes, right example. Voice assistants are also AI based products. Yeah, Siri. Absolutely. Very right example. Siri, Google Assistant, they are examples of AI. Artificial and intelligence. The term artificial intelligence comprises of two words. What is the meaning of intelligence? Intelligence means possessing the quality to rationally and logically think, act, take decision, plan, and do number of activities. That is intelligence. What is the term artificial means in this phrase artificial intelligence? Artificial implies here that it is not the human or not the person's intelligence, it is the machine's intelligence that has artificially been inculcated into a machine. That kind of intelligence it is. So, this phrase artificial intelligence means trying to impart and trying to create systems, computer systems, or any machine uh, that can possess the rational and logical thinking ability and planning ability and acting ability and decision making ability. That is about this artificial intelligence phrase. The term artificial intelligence has been coined by Arthur Samuel. He was a scientist, Arthur Samuel. He has coined the term AI in 1956. There is another scientist, John McCarthy. John McCarthy organized a conference on machine intelligence. He has named the conference as Machine Intelligence in 1956. Various scientists, researchers have attended this conference. Among them, there was one scientist, Arthur Samuel. He has presented a paper and has coined the term artificial intelligence. Presently, we see artificial intelligence everywhere. However, it has got an evolution. You know, uh, the the example which has been given by the students now includes recommendation system, recommendation system by Amazon, Flipkart, or any other e-commerce website. Voice assistants like Siri, Google Assistant. These are common AI products that we are using in our daily lives. To come to this point of so intelligent systems, there was a step-by-step products developed during the period from 1956 up until today, which is 2021. There is an history behind it. There are various products that were developed, and that has led to the uh, development of these intelligent systems. That we would here some of the introduction is given, stating that the AI foundation was laid with the development of uh, Boolean theory and principles. You might have learned about Boolean algebra. There was a mathematician named Boole. He and other researchers presented Boolean theory and principles that was also contributed to some extent in the development of AI. AI currently has got so many subfields. Among them, few of few have been listed out here. Perception. This is a Perception is a subfield of AI. Logical reasoning, game playing, theorem proving, disease diagnosing. You might have heard about computer vision, the ability of system to see and understand the images, the videos. That is the perception. The logical reasoning, when a, when you say something to your voice assistant, that voice assistant can perform some kind of reasoning and come up with the answer or a response. Game playing, we know that chess game, and there is the most toughest game in the world which is known as Go game, Go. Even that was mastered by the system, and Go game was successfully played by a system defeating human. Theorem proving. There are AI based systems that are able to prove a mathematical theorem successfully without any human intervention. There are systems in a medical field where a automated app is diagnosing disease, is reading X-ray images, reading CT scans, MRI scans. These are various subfields and happenings around us. artificial intelligence is not limited only to computer science field. It is being used by physicists, biologists, philosophers, psychologists, geologists, and many others. Almost every field currently is making use of artificial intelligence to automate their respective tasks in their respective fields. This slide discuss about the intelligent systems and its evolution. The first intelligent system that was developed was named ELIZA. ELIZA. This ELIZA was a program. It is used to converse with user in English language. This ELIZA system used to give answers or give raise questions. In other words, can communicate and can have conversations with a human, with a user. So Eliza will say something, a user will ask something like what is or what is chess for it, for example. Then this Eliza can give response. How Eliza is used to give response? How does it know what the user is asking? Can anyone tell me now what was the concept on which Eliza was based?
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah, yes.
Uh, Based on like it is similar to searching algorithms concept like IRS. There also this artificial intelligence is used.
Exactly. But then, yeah, you are right. Uh, in which it is searching and what it is searching, where it is searching.
On the internet, ma'am.
No, no, and
At
that's
that
Uh,
the
time, at that time, internet was not there. They might have some files located in their desktop on the regional computer. Then they might have given access to that software, so it can search inside that local files of that desktop.
very good. Exactly. This is what had happened. This Elise program has got huge database. It has got a database. In this database, it has got, or you can say database of files. Actually, the correct word is file. So it has got files of um, various, on various topics. Information stored in files on various topics. There are so many such files available with Eliza, and Eliza has access to these files. Eliza can uh, read from the file. So
Oh,
as was said by the student Shravan, uh, it is like going to the file and searching for the response or answer related to this question. That was
um,
only its task. Yes.
ma'am, sorry for interruption. Ma'am,
Hmm.
I have small doubt.
Hmm.
For example, I know when this artificial intelligence came into picture that year.
Artificial intelligence first came into being in 1956.
But ma'am, this become a normal search, right? Nowadays we are using this artificial intelligence in this inter. internet or web services. Previously it was just like a normal search. For example, we are using Windows right now from beginning. It's a popular operating system. There also we search for the files in our local system. So is it similar to that Elisa at that time if we compare?
Yeah, totally. Shravan, today what we are calling intelligent may not be treated as intelligent after 10 years, may be treated as something very basic and normal version of AI. As we are progressing and moving ahead, the intelligence term is being redefined with the inventions of new systems.
And
At that time,
go on, sorry.
no problem. Go ahead.
Uh, and one more thing, otherwise they might have thought that we are searching in our computer, so we have to put some manual data, we have to put lot of effort to ma'am there to
Exactly.
search it, and local means we need to store first local files, then we need to bring it from our own system. Intelligence came into picture when we are try to retrieve from other system, might be the case.
Intelligence present scenario, intelligence is learning from the data and coming up with some sort of understanding based on the given data. The present scenario, I will explain you how machine learning is being implemented. Then we will that at that time that was machine learning.
Okay.
That was artificial intelligence. Now,
Okay.
do you know about face recognition system?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay, how it recognizes face?
First, it captures our data. First, it asks us to provide some data regarding your facial features. We need to scan or do something
Hmm.
in front of camera. Then it
Hmm.
will search.
Yeah, but means you have to tell machine first that
Yes.
this is face and this is the face of Shravan. This is the face of other some other students. Okay, X, Y, Z. When you specify all these details to the machine, machine will uh, create its own representation, and later, suppose if your face occurs in any post of on Facebook or on any other app, then machine can identify it. How
Okay.
machine can identify? Because it is already uh, learned. Can a machine identify someone who machine has not seen before?
No.
No, still that is known as unsupervised learning.
So,
Unsupervised learning, lot of work has not happened yet. Yeah.
okay. And so tagging comes in this
Yeah,
concept, right? We need to
yeah,
tag.
yeah. You need to tag. You
Uh,
need to inform the computer system, the intelligent system that he is so and so. If you tag, it learns the features of that tagged person and store its representation. Later, uh, wherever the system finds that particular tagged person, system itself will tag. That is intelligence now.
okay, ma'am.
Okay, at that time, even these features were not there. So that time, intelligence was just to map the question to the answer and provide the answer to the user. That was the intelligent system during 50s, late 50s and early 60s. Shravan, did you get my point?
Yes, ma'am. Got it.
All the
Thank you.
students, are you able to understand what we are talking about?
Yes, ma'am.
Intelligent doesn't mean that machine can do everything on its own. Even now, we have to train machine. We have machine learning. You might have heard about the concept of machine learning, in which we supply a massive amount of data, and then machine will learn. When you search for a particular query in Google, suppose if you are searching for the first time, it may not be able to properly predict. what you are searching for. But if you search related to it, or exactly like that query, then Google itself will pop the rest of the parts of the query to you. Have you observed this, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, how is that Google doing? If you are searching, suppose I am here typing something. I typed here college, and this is the uh, these are the phrases that have been shown up by the
Uh,
Google.
it will
Yes,
tag most popular searched things, ma'am, with that
yeah,
name, that letter which you
exactly,
have.
exactly. So then, what is intelligence here?
Hmm. It's based on that words which we are typing is suggesting our needs, whatever we
E-
want.
Exactly. That is only the intelligence. Intelligence is all about presently uh, analyzing the data, uh, understanding, forming, creating a representation of the data, subsequently predicting or classifying the related data. That is intelligence, even in the present scenario. If you would like the machine to identify whether image is a cat image or a dog image, how the machine perform that? Can you know? Do you know? Can you tell me?
Same tagging, ma'am. We need to give some tags to that image, like behind that. So depend on that, it
Yeah.
will.
How many images? How many images?
Uh, while uploading it, who the guy who is uploading, he will give some name, right, ma'am? The tag. So depend on that, it will search.
Yeah, yeah, you are right. But then, how many images it requires to
At least one,
learn?
ma'am.
Mm.
One thing is,
Mini.
one is, you know, very little, too little. Okay, let us discuss one challenge. There was one challenge. ILSVRC, Imagenet um challenge. Uh, in 2012, there is a professor. Uh, Her name is Fifi Lee. This Fifi Lee, along with her researchers and other contributors, have developed a data set called as Imagenet. This Imagenet data set has got millions of images. Actually, it has 14 million 197,122 images. 14 million images are there in this ImageNet. This is the data set that was created by Fifili and her associates. In this data set, uh, there are images of animals, fish, bird, mammal, plants, activities, materials, instrumentation, sceneries, food. This plant related images, so many are there, based on their specific type, based on their taxonomy. It has been divided into different categories. And with this, um, she started a challenge, uh, large scale Imagenet large scale visual recognition challenge. In this challenge, various researchers and uh, various computer enthusiasts, this uh, computer vision enthusiasts, machine learning enthusiasts participated, and they created systems by training this ImageNet. Means the system should be given input as this images from the ImageNet. Later, the system will learn features of the images from the images which have been given as input. Later, a new image related to the image with which machine was trained, but it is new. It is related but then new, was given to the system, and the challenge was with how much accuracy that system was able to correctly classify the image, whether it is cat image or dog image or a plant image or scenery image or food image or whatever. This challenge was started in 2010, but then in 2012, uh, with the use of deep learning concept, they have achieved very good accuracy. Later, uh, other techniques uh, from deep learning only, which is a part of machine learning, which is a subset of AI. Actually, AI is a superset, machine learning is a subset of AI, and deep learning is further subset of machine learning, which can be called as a subset of AI. In 2017, they have surpassed the human uh, accuracy level, the system. Therefore, this challenge was stopped. Now, this ImageNet large scale visual recognition challenge does not exist. But then there are so many other hackathons and all still going on to do several kinds of classification tasks. This is one example. This 14 million images system. There are systems uh, called as GoogleNet that was trained on 14 million images. There was ResNet. There was um, VGGNet. These are all, see, GoogleNet is a 22-layer deep convolutional neural network, which is a variant of Inception network, a deep convolutional neural network developed by researchers at Google. And this GoogleNet architecture has solved computer vision tasks such as image classification and object detection in 2014. And it has won image classification, quantization, object detection, object recognition, domain adaptation. These are all the tasks that GoogleNet can perform. And these are the papers that were released. And this is the share of the papers. First, the 2012, the architecture which won that challenge was LXNet. It was called as LXNet. This LXNet achieved very good accuracy, and it could identify. So this is the architecture of this model, GoogleNet model. Like that, you explore, you will find so many architectures. These architectures are the winners of that challenge, ImageNet very large scale visual recognition challenge. You just imagine training a system on almost 15 million images. 1 million image you can train. 100 minimum you should have 5,000 images. But then there are now developments happening, and you can even train a image, a model with 200, 300 images as well. But then system cannot learn from one or two images because it is a machine. Machine needs more data to understand what is it. Let me give you an analogy. You are teaching a child, a 2-year kid, 2-year-old kid, what is a cat and what is a dog. You show a cat and you tell the child that look at that, that is a cat. Cats occur in various colors, various shapes in the sense, actually sizes. Shape is same, various sizes, and uh, they have got
breed.
breed,
Breed.
exactly,
Yeah.
different breeds, and what else? Can now anyone tell me how many cats are required for a child to learn that that is a cat?
Ma'am, one is enough,
20.
because he doesn't understand by using word. He observes it, right, ma'am, the way it looks, the
Hmm,
way it
hmm,
behaves.
hmm,
Depending
hmm,
on that, child is going to learn. But
hmm,
coming to this artificial intelligence system, I have one doubt. uh,
hmm,
as you said, the Imagenet has searched among four, sorry, some number was there. Uh,
million, 14 million images.
14 million. Uh, but how system identified that it is the image of cat? There is a classification, right, ma'am? So are they classified using the names, or they use some separate technology to classify that things, that images behind that? Because their images are also of different formats, right, ma'am? There might be GIF, JPG. I don't know what were the formats which we had at that time, but system should understand that formats also, and how it classified. That was the question. That is the question.
Yeah.
So they might give some names right behind it. Using this name, system should search, because today also, if someone, for example, intelligence system, like if we search for cat, there might be some celebrity name who can be called as that
Hmm,
cat, or like Katy
hmm,
Perry, something else.
hmm,
So it will fetch that
hmm,
image as well, and also other images. For example,
hmm,
if I give some, for example, I have a table fan. I
hmm,
shot a pic and uploaded in internet, and I gave a tag named cat to it. So it also
hmm.
fetched that image of the table fan. So it is the same in previous also.
Very
That is
good,
my
very
question.
good. Yeah, very good question. Very good question. Very
And
brilliant
ma'am,
question. Yeah.
yeah, like as Shravan said, one more doubt is like even though we tag names for pictures, but we do have like searching engines where we can search with image itself, and how that works. If we found that much of difficulties in name tagging itself, and then it would be like more difficult for searching with images. And how does this both differ and like unique in their own way?
Very good. Very good questions coming up. Right in the first class only. I think it is going to be a very interesting class, our AI class. Look at here. These are different dog image. First question to answer to Shravan's doubt. Uh, these are different dogs. Um, if you just if a machine, if a system just learns based on the tag, as Shravan was pointing, it is not adequate. just he can label the fan as a cat or dog and put in the internet. Then if machine brings fan in the response set for the cat's images, then the machine is so dummy that we cannot call it as intelligent at all. Absolutely, you are totally raised a right question. It is not just based on the tax. Just based on tax, it will never work. It is based on the features. Um, you all create accounts in Kaggle. Okay, Kaggle is a portal where you have different competitions put up, AI based competitions. This was cat or dog prediction competition or classification competition. It was created 7 years ago, and so far 213 teams participated. 213 teams participated in this challenge so far. And what was the challenge? Challenge was to identify whether the given image is a cat image or a dog image. For that, they specify the data set. Okay, they give the data. Okay, this is the data. There will be a data for training and for testing. This train data would have images of cats and dogs, different images of cats and dogs. And test would also have different images of cats and dogs. You have to develop a model or a AI system and train that system on this training data set. While training, you have to say that you have to specify the features. Means cat will have, what are the features a cat would have? A cat would have a face. It will have some eyes, some nose. It will be in some shape. Then there will be some whiskers. No, like this whiskers. There's some mouth. This you can. This can be treated as feature of a cat feature. And what is the size of this, and what is the shape of this face would differ from the size and shape of a face of a dog. Okay, dog face is relatively bigger, uh, and features would also be different. Uh, Machine will learn these features, the shape of its face, the whiskers, and the size and shape of eyes, nose, and its body, um, and its this tail, how long tail would be, and how long its legs would be. All these features will be learned, not just the tag. If I say that it is a fan, if I label fan to be cat, it will not identify fan to be cat because this fan does not contain the features of cat. Fan shape is entirely different. Cat shape is entirely different. Therefore, machine learning and AI is based on feature learning or feature engineering, feature identification. It is all about features. Um, if you participate in this competition, you would understand in a more detailed manner how things are happening. Anyway, we will be discussing as we go along and move ahead in our subject. You see here the training archive means the training data set contains 25,000 images of dogs and cats. There are 25,000 images, out of which 12,500 images are dogs images and 12,500 are cats images. And then uh, code will be written. Look at this. 6 days ago also somebody has updated this code. Version 1 was submitted 8 days ago, and 6 days ago they have created one, uh, version 4. So I think due to slow internet it is. Okay, this is the code. This is the code that is creating a AI system for the classification of dog and cat images. Here input is taken. Input is the data set. The data set has test images and train images. And here importing the libraries, extracting the files, and then here that tagging is done. Uh, cat if category is equals to dog, tagging is important, but then tagging is not everything. Tagging is important for informing the uh, system that that image is cat image, but just based on tag it will not identify. It learns the features. Okay, so here we are giving the tag as if it is dog it is 1, if it is cat it is 0. Okay, wherever you see 1 it is a dog, where no yeah, dog is 1 and cat is 0. You see here 12,500 uh, dog images and 12,500 cat images. This is one dog image. Like that, uh, you will have different dogs, different kinds of dogs, and different uh, positions. It is not just showing its face. It can be in any direction, orientation. So that here model is created. This is AI model, deep learning model, and model is trained. Okay, input is given to the model and model is trained. Then training is means model is learning here. In the first iteration, model has learned to identify images with 51% accuracy. 57, 60,
Ma'am,
67.
sorry to interrupt.
Hmm?
Some
Hmm?
people are unable to see your screen.
Why like that? I am.
Ma'am,
No, ma'am.
now it is coming, ma'am. They have to pin. That's
Guys,
presentation.
pin ma'am screen on your phone.
Yeah, if you pin me, you will see.
Mm. Guys,
Everyone
there
pin
you can
yours.
see that three dots, right? Vertical dots. Click on that. Sorry, not that. 12 others. That others is there, right? The team members. Click on that. There you will get presentation. Humaira Shazia presentation. There you select the three dots, pin it. You will able to see. Am I clear, guys? Hello, hello. Am I audible?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yes.
Some some Mahesh, don't share your screen. Stop sharing your screen. Because others are sharing perhaps. Some are not able to see my screen. Are all of you able to see my screen now?
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Okay. So then,
Yes, ma'am.
Shravan, is it answering your question? What I am discussing? Or still you have doubt? So this is the code. Look at here. This is how a system is generated, an AI system that performs this classification and prediction task. As we learn in detail, we will know. In one class it is not possible to understand what is happening around us, so it takes time. This I am posting these resources. You please go through that. And Kaggle also I will post, you please go through that. Okay, right, students. So yeah, Shravan and Sidhu, I think both of
Yes,
your
ma'am.
doubts are cleared or not?
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
No.
it's cleared, ma'am. But one more doubt.
Hmm. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, like, does this feature categorizing involve like audible things as well? Because we do have voice search as well, right? So when we search a cat voice, will it show us the cat pictures based on that audio?
Yeah, you can train the system with audio, with images, with videos. You can train the system with any kind of data. Uh, the structure of artificial intelligence system would be like this. There is a model. You create a model. To this model, you specify the data and you specify the rules. Then it can create a program, and this program can be able to do prediction or classification. This is AI based program or ML based program. Our normal program, how it will be, what we write in Java, C, CPP, we write program, we give the input, we get the output. But here, what is the process is reversed. This is the output, the data. Output, whatever you expect the output to come, that you give as input to the model. Okay, long story short, the syllabus is a bit old, uh, so you might get little idea about how it has evolved. But then during discussion I will bring up the latest happenings as well, whatever is happening in the uh, present market of AI, that also we will discuss. But then here, categorization of intelligent systems, systems that think like human, that act like human, that think rationally, that act rationally, these are termed as intelligent systems. And what are the components of AI program? A control strategy, knowledge base, and inference mechanism. This is all, traditional AI system. Again, in AI, we have traditional and modern, because the traditional system is based on just having in knowledge base, going to knowledge base, getting the retrieving the data. That is what was AI in earlier days. But now it has changed a bit, and further in future it will change to a great extent, and developments will continue. Okay, then you have foundations of AI. AI is not a individual topic or area, it has got its foundations from various fields such as mathematics, neuroscience, control theory, and linguistics. And these are the sub areas of AI that include knowledge representation, theorem proving, game modeling, common sense reasoning, learning models, uh, logics, planning, models for tutoring systems, robotics. These are all the sub areas of AI. Robotics, data mining. What are the applications? We see application everywhere in business, financial strategies, to give advice, for stock market prediction, stock prediction, for engineering, uh, for manufacturing, for medicine, in education, everywhere we are using AI applications. And development of AI languages. Uh, the languages that were used in the early days of AI systems were Lisp and Prolog, POP2, ML, and Prolog. AI, few systems exploited basic C and small talk as well. But now the most predominantly used language for AI is uh, Python. Current trends in AI, it is about creating machines that mimic humans and related to human behavior, and having inspirations taken from biological mechanisms like how eyes operate, how nose operate. In that manner, they would like to develop systems. So that's all I think for today. Uh, Hope the introduction is clear. But then you all are, I must say, you all are very well versed in AI. It will be very interesting if you start participating in Kaggle, form teams, and from today only you start doing that cat versus dog challenge. All right, students.
Okay, ma'am.